Alright, what's good YouTube? Nanduru94 here to bring you another episode of Anime Studio Simulator. Now, in the last episode, you guys, we left off where we were just about to meet the animation studio's director, and if you haven't noticed already, I've actually got a microphone now, Blue Yeti. So, hopefully my voice is a little more smoother and doesn't sound rough like it sounds like somebody threw my larynx through a fucking paper shredder. So without further ado, let's get into it and already start our journey up to the studio. That's weird. Why isn't anyone at the reception desk? She looks around for any sign of life, and can't help but be impressed. This place is quite exquisite. Our studio looks dull in comparison. Well, no shit, this is the expensive one! Well, they have enough funds to splurge on designing their workplace. It's not like we can. She trails off. Mayumi? Wait, look at those Nindoroids! She runs to the reception desk where 5 Nindoroid figurines sit. They're so adorable. Right now, I only count 3. I don't know. They look pretty generic to me. Twist tie there. Are you crazy? Let me guess. You'll buy them on the internet later. Old habits die hard. This is why your room doesn't have enough space. You don't appreciate Nandoroids enough. Footsteps echo from deeper within the studio. Someone must finally be coming. A few seconds later, the door behind the reception desk opens. Hello, what brings you to Inoshi Studios today? Oh, I see. You've taken a liking to those Nindoroids. They're so grim. They're from Grim Grim, which is our popular anime series so far. Yes, I love them. This is a special set produced. Oh, wait. Oh, that's how I can do it. Awesome. Oh. I'm sorry, it literally just came out of the packaging and I wanted to record immediately. And I noticed some of the, that foam shit in packages. They're not for sale, in case you were hoping to purchase them. Aw, what a letdown. Back to the matter at hand. What brings the two of you here today? Do you have an appointment with someone? My name's Yukari. We're here to discuss a potential partnership with Inoshi Studios, as I mentioned in the email I sent you yesterday. Ah, so you're the one who emailed us. I expected someone older. Well, we expected someone kinder. Both of you look like you got out of high school not too long ago. We did graduate recently, but we decided to take some time to work on an anime called Mad Chemistry. Unusual though it may be, you seem to know your stuff well despite your age. Please, give me a moment while I call Takashi. Or is it Takashi? Takashi? No, I'm pretty sure it's like Takashi or some shit. No. You know what? Fuck it. I'm not even gonna attempt it. I'm just gonna call him Ty. He'll discuss the details with you. Why, hello there. I've been expecting you, Yukari. My name is Takeshi. I'm the director of Inoshi Studios. I almost said I'm the head. Which wouldn't be far off now, would it? He reaches out. Yukari shakes his hand. Nice to meet you. My team is currently working on an anime series. We would like to work with you on the animation. Ah, yes. He leads her to a small table where they can sit and talk. I'm looking forward to learning about your project. Here's a general outline of Mad Chemistry and what we'll need from you. Yukari unzips her bag and takes out the relevant documents. She passes them to Takeshi, who takes a brief look through the pages. Very clear and concise. I like the way your team works. Thank you. Do you have any animation samples that we can use as a reference? Yes. Aren't they in the documents I gave you? The director looks through the pages again. I can't find them. Yukari's breath hitches if she somehow forgot them, but no, she couldn't have. She remembers picking them up before she left. Hold on, let me check my bag. She searches her bag and finds another stack of papers. With a sigh of relief, she straightens and holds them out. Here are the animation samples. Sorry about that. Takashi looks them over. Perfect, this'll do as a reference. However, if you choose to work with us, I'd like you to make your storyboards clearer. At the moment, they feel vague. We'll need a better idea of the direction the episode should take. Got it, no problem. Now, are there any questions you'd like to ask us? Nothing at the moment. We'll get in touch soon with our decision. Thank you for your time. So, tell me again why you needed me to come along? I felt better knowing you were by my side. Seriously? Sometimes I wonder about you. The next day, Yukari takes a look at the storyboards. They seem fine to her. Shunsuke, do you have a minute? Sure, what is it? The director from Inoshi Studios said I need to make the storyboards clearer. What do you think is wrong with them? Move my head over here. I don't see a problem with them either, but then again, we're looking at it from our perspective. What do you mean? We know everything about mad chemistry, so we know what we're looking at. He doesn't, because he's seeing it for the first time. I like how this kind of gives you some insight into how an anime is made. Include more details so it's clear without prior knowledge of mad chemistry. If you need to write some notes on the storyboard to get your idea across, go ahead and do it. Just write on the storyboards? Why not? That should clear up his confusion. Nice, I like the way you think. I'll start editing the storyboards now. Thanks. Anytime. Yukari spends time working on the storyboard. Between Shunsuke's advice and some input from Mayumi, she feels like she's on the right track. Oni-san, would you like some cake? What's this? Are you sharing your birthday cake with us? The little girl nods. Mommy says it's good to share. Aw, how cute! We'd love to have some, and happy birthday! Did you make a birthday wish? I wish for everyone to be happy. Aw, that's so sweet! If Mayumi was here, I think she'd faint to hear little kids say that. I think we should give her a birthday present. Thanks, Oni-san. I love teddy bears. You're so cute. I'd shower you with more gifts if I could. Mommy and Daddy are calling. Bye-bye. That is cute. And speaking of cake, I still need to finish my birthday cake. That's it. After this recording and while it's publishing, I'm eating cake. Well, unless anyone objects to working with Inoshi Studios, I guess I should head over there. She glances at Mayumi. Yes, I guess you should. Want to come with me? You'll be fine, but... You were fine last time, don't worry so much. Okay, I guess you're right. She checks to make sure no one on the team needs her for anything before she leaves. Then she heads over to the animation studio. This time, the staff member sits waiting at the reception desk. He smiles when Yukari enters. One moment, I'll let Takeshi know you're here. Yukari clasps her hands in front of her and admires the narratives that Mayumi liked so much to calm her nerves. She only has a minute to wait. Or, she only has to wait a minute. Sorry, I kind of woke up a little bit ago anyway. Hello, Yukari. Well then, has your team decided upon a studio to work with for Mad Chemistry's animation? It's an unexpected question, since Yukari never reached out to any other studios besides Inoshi Studios, but then again, he'd had no way of knowing that. Yes, we've decided to work with Inoshi Studios. I'm happy to hear that. If you'll wait here a minute, I'll get the contract for our work. You know, That's another thing that bugs me about this game. If you're looking for studios, you can't just pick one directly and then just not try to look for other options as well. I mean, I know we picked the expensive-ass studio, but still. For the brief moment the doors open, Yukari hears faint voices, but once the door closes behind him, it's silent as when she and Mayumi first visited. She can't help but question her decision to work with the Hyatt Inoshi Studios. High quality comes with high price. She definitely needs to make sure there aren't extra revisions for the animation work, or they'll be out on the streets in no time. Even the initial work will push the budget. Sorry to keep you waiting. Here's the contract for our partnership. I recommend you take a good look at it since you're new to the anime business. You don't want to miss critical details in the contract. He hands over a contract to Yukari. She stares at it, overwhelmed. It's a huge contract and it looks complicated. The director's right, she can't afford to overlook important details. Read it over carefully and let my receptionist know when you're ready. Thank you. Yukari begins to read the contract. Partway through, she decides to call Mayumi. Her friend knows more about legal matters than she does. Yukari gets out her phone and dials Mayumi's number. Hello? I'm at Inoshi Studios now. Mind if I go over the contract with you? Go ahead. She reads the contract out loud. Mayumi asks her to repeat a few more of the complicated clauses, which makes the process take even longer than expected. Along the way, she clarifies some of the language and calms Yukari's concerns. Is that the end of the contract? Yes, finally. Her mouth is dry from speaking so much about the contract to Mayumi. Okay, it sounds like Inoshi Studios has offered us a really good contract. Good luck and sign the papers. Go ahead and sign the papers. Thanks, you're a lifesaver. She hangs up and approaches the reception desk. Would you like to let the director know you're ready to sign? Would you let the director know I'm ready to sign the contract? Yes, 1 minute. Sir, Yukari is ready. Wonderful. Is everything in order then? Yes, I'm quite happy with the contract. She signs it and returns to the director. Yukari. Thank you. I'll be back tomorrow with the revised storyboards and all the documents you'll need to start working on Mad Chemistry. That sounds fine. I'll see you tomorrow then. In case anyone forgot, I went back to Inoshi Studio. What the fuck? That is a literal space in between ba and k of back. I'm sorry guys, I love your game, and I've been putting the link to it in the description of each video, but for your next game, and I know you've got one coming up, proofread the damn script! As someone who actually writes themselves, you need to proofread. Hell, sometimes I overlook it, and that's fine. But I've noticed several errors like that already in the game. So, please, for the love of the gods, proofread the script on your next game. Anyway, back to the game. I went back to Inoshi Studios yesterday. No, I'm gonna start this over. In case anyone forgot, I went back to Inoshi Studios yesterday to sign the contract. I'll be heading over there later to provide them with the storyboards they need to start animating the first episode of Bad Chemistry. Yuko, Sumiko, since they'll be sharing the workload with you, do you have any questions about the arrangements? Well, I mostly draw static backgrounds, and I'm fine with those. But for complex animated backgrounds, I'll need their help. I'm not too experienced with those kind of scenes. Okay, got it. What about you, Yuko? Is it possible for me to check their completed work? I want to make sure the animation is consistent throughout the episodes. I'd also like to communicate with them directly to make sure we're on the right track. Plus, it'll be cool to talk to people with the industry. Maybe I'll pick up new skills from them. I really liked one of the series they animated last season. It provided me with a lot of inspiration. Her enthusiasm Her enthusiasm surprises Yukari. It's rare to hear Yuko talk so much. Of course, I'll let you check their work. After all, you're our character designer. You have the best eye for picking out any inconsistencies. As for direct communication, I'll talk to them about it. Don't get your hopes up too high, though, since I'm not sure whether they'll like the idea. Ah, right, I didn't think about that. I was too excited. Don't worry about it, I'll ask anyway. The sisters head back to their desks and return to work while Yukari gathers up the documents she'll need to take to Inushi Studios later. Attempting to find and organize everything gives her a headache. What a mess. I need to clean up all our files for Mad Chemistry soon. It takes so much time to find character designs. I better show them to Yuko for a final check. Better safe than sorry. Yukari files them neatly into a folder and heads over to Yuko's desk. And here's the fuck up that we fucked up last time. In the, mystery route. That one. Yukari bumps into Sumiko and the folder falls from her hands. The papers fall out across the floor. No, it took me so long to arrange them properly. Now I have to organize them again. I was just about to head over to Inushi Studios. So I'm sorry. No, I'm not blaming you. You were standing still. It's my fault for not paying attention to where I was walking. Why is that part of the narration? Like, that's your narration thing. You didn't even put fucking Yukari up there. You're so clumsy sometimes. Come on, I'll help you. Me too. The three of them work together to pick up the scattered pieces of paper and file them again. This is exhausting. I hate paperwork. No one here likes it. It's a necessary evil. Return to the game. Don't quit the game yet. No one likes it. It's a necessary evil. Do you want to take a look at the documents I'm going to send to Inushi Studios? That's what I was going to ask you about. Didn't we check it together a few days ago? It'll be fine. If you say so. She turns to Yuko in case the artist disagrees with her sister, but stops in surprise when she sees Yuko's computer screen. What are these? Yukari points to the thumbnail images displayed at the side of Yuko's screen. They look similar to our characters. What? That's nothing. Yuko's blush diminishes her attempt to sound casual. Now I'm even more curious. Yuko dives for her computer chair, but Yukari beats her to it and grabs the mouse. She opens the mysterious images. These are sketches of the protagonist? But there are so many, I didn't know he was that difficult to design. Here are the side characters too. I thought it just took a few iterations to get the proper designs. There's no point in showing my work to you if I'm not satisfied with it, and I always show it to Sumiko for a second opinion too. If a design doesn't pass our standards, I put it in this folder in case I need to use it again. Usually they stay here. I was checking them out to see how much progress I've made. Now stop looking at them. They should never appear in public. Haha, don't worry. I was just curious, that's all. She doesn't get why it's such a big deal. The early sketches aren't that bad. Nevertheless, she stands up and surrenders the computer to Yuko, who quickly closes the folder. Hello, is Takashi here? I've brought the storyboards for our first episode. One moment. Hello, Yukari. The adjustments for the storyboard are finished, I presume? Yes, they're more detailed now, and the direction of the scenes should be clearer. She takes the storyboards out from her bag and passes them to the director. That sounds perfect. All we need now is the remaining details, the character designs, the scenario, the script, and anything else you think will help us. Is it alright if I bring those things by Monday? That will be fine. Great, see you then. It's dinner time again. Once again, everyone is in high spirits as they gather together. We celebrated last week, but I think a second celebration is in order. Not only do we have an investor, but now we've made a deal with Inushi Studios. I think it's almost overwhelming. I know. Mad Chemistry has gone from a dream to something that's really happening. Have you guys thought about what you'll do if Mad Chemistry is successful? I honestly have spent too much time worrying about what I'll do if it fails. Me too. Well, it's time you two imagine a positive future instead. Yukari, you'll want to keep directing anime, right? Well, yes, it's my dream. So if Mad Chemistry is a hit, we start working on the sequel. I get it. Mad Chemistry franchise, here we come. Would a sequel be possible? Don't ask me, ask the writer. Everyone looks towards Shunsuke, who folds his arms. I'm not saying that twice, game. That's why you need to proofread, in case you get 2 lines that are the same fucking line. What sort of ridiculous question is that? Of course a sequel is possible. Do you already have ideas for one? I always have ideas for sequels. That's why I started fanfiction, you know? My favorite series ended and I wanted to know what happened next. If no one official was going to write it, I decided to do it myself. I know what you mean. That's one of the reasons I started with drawing. Huh? Since when? Sumiko and her friends were working on a manga, but some of the most interesting moments were off-panel, and that frustrated me, so I drew those scenes myself. I thought that was your way of saying you wanted to join us, that's why I invited you to help. I did. The missed potential in your manga was driving me crazy. Whatever. So, what are your sequel ideas, Shunsuke? Well, since Mad Chemistry is only 2 episodes long, I consider it more like a 2-part pilot. If the story continues, the school administration will threaten to shut down the science club for unknown reasons. You have big hopes for our future, don't you? I suppose I do. She lifts her glass. Come on, everyone, let's make Shunsuke's sequels possible. What shall Yukari do this weekend? Raise funds. I'm not reading that prompt because we all know that. Why are we still only at $21? I just raised funds. I'm gonna click on outsourcing the animation. And yeah, that's all for that. The only reason why is because it costs $5, and we know what fuck up happened last time with the mystery route. We don't want to do that again. Member status. No one's too stressed out, which is a good thing. Which means I can actually delegate tasks proper. Raise funds, you do that. Okay, done. Alright. I'm gonna leave this episode here. I hope you guys enjoyed today's new episode of Ass Anime Studio Simulator. Especially now that I have a microphone, I can actually start recording more with a proper voice tone instead of the built-in microphone. So with that being said, please leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe for more. And as always, have a wonderful day.